Hi friends, how are you? Sorry, I thought we were having a little bit of a technical difficulty, but I think we are live and ready to go. Welcome for joining me. Yeah, that's great. Welcome and thank you for joining me on today's Facebook Live. I'm extraordinarily excited to talk about 10 things that I plan on doing this Christmas to help increase engagement. And that's going to be the title of today's Facebook Live. Holiday social media marketing tips to cut through the clutter. So this is what we see happening quite often, is that we have a lot of moving pieces, right? So there's a lot of companies who have massive ad spends on Facebook and on Instagram, and they want their message to be seen. And if you don't have a budget as big as theirs, it's going to be hard to be seen through the clutter. So the most and the best way to engage and get your business seen during the holiday season is to create compelling content. This is to create engaging content. So like in the most easiest way and the silliest and dumbest way to explain it, but this is the way that it'll be explained, is that when you're looking with algorithms on social media, basically what Facebook and what Instagram wants to show viewers is stuff that they think their viewers want to see more of. So when you post a photo or a status update and you're getting a lot of likes and you're getting a lot of comments, that is an indication to the algorithm that more people should see it. So that doesn't cost more money. It just costs more time and thought in planning out how you're going to plan your marketing for the month of December. And actually leads me to an email that I got from one of my clients. And she says, I was gaining momentum with my social media marketing, but I feel like the holidays and all the advertisements have caused my accounts to plateau. Do you have any tips to keep moving forward with any fun holiday ideas? And to that, I responded, okay, here we go. We want to get people talking. We want our business to be seen. Perfect. So this leads me to ask a very simple question. So how do you get people talking? Well, here's a hint. They don't want to see your ads. Sure, they might want to see something that's valuable to them, but what they really want is stuff that's going to make their life easier, better, and a lot more fun, which leads me to talk about 10 ideas to create holiday engagement on your social platform. So we are going to be rocking this down. We're going to have probably a 10 to 12 minute talk presentation. I always get nervous when I do these things, and I can actually kind of feel it. I have my husband off to the side being like, calm down, it's all good. So I need to like shake it off and be like, we're here. Listen, I know that this is just free content. I know that it's going to be valuable. So I'm going to take and release the pressure of me trying to be somebody I'm not. So let's count this down with 10 tips that you could use for your business on social media. Now I just felt like this calmness come on over me. Okay, let's start with point number 10. What you can do on Instagram or on Facebook to get people talking about your business is to share a personal holiday memory. Now, what I'm going to try to do as well is we are now just about a week into the month of December. And so over the past 7 days, starting on December 1st, I have been making strategic strides in incorporating holiday elements into my social postings to get people talking, to get people noticing about what my business is doing during a very saturated holiday season. I have yet to share a personal memory, but please know that it is coming up at the end of the week. So we're going to be talking about 10 tips that you can be incorporating for the holiday season. Now, depending on how often you're updating your Instagram or your Facebook page, you can parse them out as you see fit. I am posting on Facebook 2-3 times a day, and I'm posting on Instagram once a day. So then I'm parsing out these updates according to each platform. So over the 10 ideas that I'll be posting, you will be seeing these come out in the next about 17 days. So 10 was to post a personal memory. You'll see this come out. What was special to you? Now, the trick is not to have so much content that it's this long post that people may or may not read. So the idea is to share a personal holiday memory, get straight to the point, why it makes it special, and then encourage people to share their personal holiday memory too. Let's get into number 9. Number 9 is to celebrate other businesses in the community. Now, this is a great way to actually shed light using your Facebook page or Instagram, and you're going to be seeing me do this a lot through the month of December because I think that there's a lot of really smart businesses doing really smart things during the holidays that I want to highlight from a marketing perspective. I just did this on Instagram stories a few days ago where there was an article that highlighted businesses for purpose. So anytime you invest in their business, they do something great as a byproduct. And I thought that was really smart. I'm also going to be talking about, let's get into this example. A few days ago, 2 days ago, I highlighted Sugar Paper LA, and they're a paper company here in Los Angeles, and they teamed up with Target to do a Christmas gift wrap collection, and I thought it was really smart, it was really cute, and these are things that I really want to highlight with people that are doing things in my area. I think they do it really smart. Now, what another good thing was that would be if you're sharing content about other businesses, there's a good chance they might want to repurpose your photo, your post. They might want to point their audience back to you. Oh yes, JD wanted me to point out, which was a great thing, that I didn't get anything in exchange for highlighting Sugar Paper LA or highlighting Target. I just want to do this because I believe my followers would find value. There's a good chance you're shopping at Target and you have a lot of paper choices to choose from. Why not support a local company that is just really stinking cute, especially for being at Target? Okay, let's get into point number 8, which is to post a thank you note or a gift from your customers. This is actually a great way to highlight not you talking about yourself, like, look at how great I am. It's just like a real life example of how your clients and your customers are valuing you. Even it's just a series of Christmas cards, which I do every year. Towards Christmas, I get all of my Christmas cards and I take a big picture of them. Why? Because I love Christmas cards. But secondly, I think it goes to show the type of time and investment I spend in creating relationships with my clients and my customers. That really does go a long way. Or in the past, I've posted a photo of a client and she sent me a really beautiful gift, a really sincere note. And I thought it was a really great way to highlight my business without me saying, look at how great I am. This is the relationship that I have with my client, and she feels that way. Into point number 7, which is to show off holiday decorations. Now, the thing that I hear a lot from entrepreneurs is people say, I don't feel comfortable showing my house. And that's understandable, but maybe you can show aspects of your house without actually showing your house. So maybe pulling out a few of your Christmas decorations, like the things that you put on your tree. Or maybe just where do you highlight your Christmas cards in a little tiny corner of your house that doesn't reveal too much that makes you uncomfortable. Or if you happen to have a storefront, if you happen to have a studio, if you happen to have like a pop-up shop, you can show that type of decor and still stay with the holiday season. Basically what you're doing, if you have noticed that the first 3-4 tips haven't done anything yet to get into formal type of holiday advertising, what we're doing right now is we're just building engagement. And then we're going to build engagement on top of engagement, and then build on top of that engagement, more engagement. So by the time we actually go through with a marketing push or an advertisement, our audience is primed. They're ready for it. They have already derived value far before you're going to ask for a sale. Now, when I talk about Christmas decorations, I posted this just yesterday, which is a little bit ridiculous. Sorry for the screen grab. But what you'll see is I came across these cookie cutters that you can get them customized. So I got a photo of myself and my husband and my dog. And yes, I know that I will probably get a lot of heat. People saying like, that's really vain. And maybe it is, but we got them as a joke. Like we happen to think our sense of humor is really odd. And like, we just want to annoy our families. We are grown adults and there's nothing more greater than annoying my dad with a dozen cookies of my dog, who is like annoying and wonderful. And then I always say that I'm my father's favorite child. So why not give him cookies of my face? Again, these are just insights into who I am as a person and also as a business owner, because in that particular Instagram caption and in that particular Facebook caption, I talked about how I make sure that whenever I bake cookies, they're branded, which is a nod back to what I do professionally. I help entrepreneurs brand their businesses. So again, this is highlighting what I'm doing professionally, but also with like very tongue-in-cheek and very jokish. Let's get into point number 6, or tip number 6, which is to offer to help. This is going to be a great opportunity to position your business by giving free content, free helpful tips related back to what your business does. So for instance, if you are a baker, why not share a recipe? And not just any recipe, your grandma's favorite Christmas cookie recipe. It personalizes the recipe, it opens your audience up. And the best part is if you share this recipe, they can try to make it at home, or you can also say if you want to get in your holiday orders, or if you're too busy, or if you want to surprise your coworkers, or if you're going to a Christmas party, you can order these from the business. So what you're doing is you're actually giving away everything they can can to make the cookies on their own, but you understand as a business owner, you are uniquely qualified to help. This can also not just be applied to cookies, it can be applied to if you're a life coach. During the holiday season, it's very difficult. People are lonely, people are tired, and they're looking for something to fill a void. Can you share bits of inspirational quotes or messages or books or anything that you can show off your profession as well as things that make you unique? And at the same time, you're offering to help people during the holiday season. Last example, because I have examples for days, and the responses that I get back from various business owners will say, oh, well, that works for a photographer, or that works for a baker. Let's just talk about how all these different examples can apply to your business. So if you're like a health coach or if you're a fitness professional, guess what people are doing during the holidays? That's right. Eating way too much. Like just this morning, I stepped on the scale. I was like, oh no, it is just too early in December to be feeling this way. Can I get an amen? So if I was like a fitness professional, and clearly I'm not, but if I was, I would probably be putting out content like, do you want to lose 5 pounds before the new year? Or tips and tricks to stay away from those sugar cookies at Christmas. Things that are going to create value and create conversations around pressure points that people are feeling during the holidays. And then your content, which points back to your business, is going to help them. All right, let's get into number 4, which is silly, but it's post a reminder. I can't tell you how many times people will forget things during the holiday. So if you are actually a business that sends product on behalf of your business, it would be a great reminder to say, if you want to pick up on guaranteed shipping by Christmas, it's today. Or you can also do it, that's things that are not related to your business. So, just as a reminder, today is the last day that you can send Christmas cards through USPS and have them delivered by Christmas. Or if there's like another reminder during during Cyber Monday, I saw this a lot and I thought it was really great, where people were offering, leaving comments, and I had asked, hey, what are the great Cyber Monday deals? And people were responding. And so if there's an opportunity for you to post a reminder that your business or another business that a lot of people find appealing, I remember somebody had said, Jasmine, J. Crew has 40% off. Now, I'm not generally a shopper at J. Crew, but 40% off. And then like, I just like the sales nerd in me just went crazy. And I was like, I need to go Christmas shopping. So those types of reminders for your audience, if you clearly know what your audience is searching for, is always very helpful. One thing that I did too is I have an Instagram for business course called Insta 180, and I had gone through a lot of tips and tricks to create content during the holiday season. And so I went to my group and I said, today is December 1st, and I wanted to show them an example of how I was going to be starting with my 10 days. And I did this on December 1st. And my comment or my caption was, we're celebrating the holiday season because the month of December feels like 31 Fridays in a row. Now, it was great to see people respond to that, but the thing that I got the most was people saying like, I can't believe it's already December 1st. Well, that's not traditionally like a formal reminder. It was a way for me to declare on social media that yes, the holiday season is upon us. And it allowed me to shift my voice on social media to be really holiday centric as it relates back to my business. Let's get into point number 2, which is to share your expertise. You are clearly qualified to be doing what it is you're doing. So during the holidays, can you talk to people about what you do in a relationship that they find valuable? And once they find valuable, it is then and only then that you could say, go to my website, buy this product. It makes a great stocking stuffer. We can ship it overnight. It fits within any budget. Those types of things that you could be talking about should only come after you share your expertise. So we can use those same examples as the baker, as the life coach, as a fitness professional, as a photographer. Your expertise, like should people know how to take better family pictures around the Christmas tree in their Christmas pajamas? Great. If you think that that's what they should be knowing, why don't you post something out on Facebook about that or share that content on Instagram? If you're a baker and you want to know what to do with all those extra chocolate chip M&M, wait, hold on. What you should be doing with those holiday flavored M&Ms, share a recipe on how to make chocolate chip cookies out of M&Ms. And yes, Lord, just that right there makes my stomach, I can't wait for that to happen. And here I am also talking about being a fitness professional. Clearly, I could never be that because I like cookies. So if I was a fitness professional, you share your expertise by meal planning into the holiday season, by giving permission for people to say, I'm going to splurge on these specific days, and then I'm going to get back on that wagon in time to fit into my New Year's dress. Yes and amen. The The last tip that you could be sharing with your audience is to wish your customers a Merry Christmas. But let's think about this strategically. Do you want to be on your phone on Christmas morning? I sure hope not. I don't, but what I can do is I can set a reminder. I can pre-plan a Merry Christmas post on Facebook. I can pre-plan or get a reminder, a notification to post something on Instagram, but I can already have everything filled out. I can have it ready to go so that I can still be present and enjoy time with my family, but at the same time, making sure that my social media on the outside world, because around the world, people are enjoying social media at very different times, I can make sure that I am still plugged in a way, but being fully present with my friends and my family. So those were 10 ideas that you could create. First and foremost, engagement. Secondly, relevancy. And then your audience will be primed to buy the thing that you ultimately pitch, but not just pitch like, hey, my product is great. It's, hey, my product has a lot of value and this is how it's going to help your life, make your life easier, or it's going to diminish a fear. So those are the 3 contexts you want to think of all your social media to be. And then and only then should you point them back to your business. Okay, so I've been yapping a whole bunch. Y'all know how much I just talked too much, but I'm going to get into some questions. We're going to get into about 10 minutes of questions and make sure for those of you guys who are in LA and on the West Coast enjoying your lunch break, and if you guys are anywhere around the world, shout it out. Okay, so let's see. There's a few people who are asking for recounts or numbers. See, Caitlin Calicuti, would you recommend sending your clients thank yous if you didn't get anything from them? Caitlin, yes, absolutely. So I have a list of all of my clients who I'm going to be sending Christmas cards to, and I have industry peers who I'm sending Christmas cards to, and in that it's just me expressing my appreciation and thankfulness for what 2016 brought for my business and for them. So it's kind of like a Christmas card meets a thank you card. If you weren't planning on doing Christmas cards, a thank you card would be during this time of year, a beautiful thing to do. And remember, my biggest advice is you want to treat your clients the way that you want your clients to treat you. So if I would really love like a supportive thank you from them, I must first teach them that that is my love language, or that's how I want to be spoken to. Does it work 100% of the time? No, but the vast majority is when I send a thank you, I get one in return. Great question. So B Ruiz asked for tip number 5. Okay, B, this one's just for you. Tip number 5 is to suggest gift ideas. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Do you know that I totally skipped over number 5? That I did that because of the nerves. I did that because I'm awkward and I was having a total brain fart. I was like, just get through it. Just get through it. Okay. Number 5 is to suggest gift ideas. So this is going to be a great opportunity. So you can maybe create like a blog post, like 5 great gifts for your dad, or the thing that every girl wants and says she doesn't, Anything you want to create content that will allow you to insert your business into one of those gift ideas. So for instance, if I was talking about gift ideas, because what we're doing as we head into 2017 is a lot more business strategy and we're connecting with entrepreneurs, if I was going to suggest gifts, it'd be like the top 5 gifts every business owner should have. And I would recommend a book. I would recommend a certain relaxation mask. I would suggest my favorite tea. And I would also suggest along the same lines that if people are in the process of giving gifts unto others, that it's just as valuable to give a gift to yourself. So if people are interested in growing their business as a division of themselves, saying like, I'm worth it, I'm going to be dedicated to changing 2017 and where I am on my business, well, then now would be a time to invest in Insta 180 or Path to Profitability, or as we participate in Creative Live in January, invest in yourself, carve that time, give a gift to yourself as well as giving it to others. So you're going to be giving suggestions for great gift ideas and then somehow insert your business into one of those suggestions, creating value and marketing all in one. That was great. And also somebody had requested for tip number 9, and tip number 9 was to celebrate other businesses in the community. And the example that I had used was recently, 2 days ago, was highlighting Sugar Paper LA, which is a papery store in LA at the Brentwood Market. It's so cute. They're doing a collaboration with Target. So this also works great if you have a favorite coffee shop, or let's say you have like a physical location. Like let's say you have a flower boutique. Why not take your audience out on Instagram stories with you? Say, hey guys, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee at my favorite coffee shop. They have the cutest peppermint cappuccino and the decor is great. That's what you say. And then the next shot would be you walking into the coffee shop with a little ring of the bell, and then you see all these poinsettia and garland everywhere. And then the next shot would be a photo of your peppermint cappuccino. And what you're going to do is you're going to highlight that company by giving them an @ mention on Instagram, or you can take a photo of your peppermint cappuccino and upload it to Facebook, and you're going to be highlighting those businesses, not with the intention that they repurpose your content, but to let those other businesses know that you are there and you're going to be supporting them by creating community. These are great questions. Celia Zhu, do you ask your clients for their address? I feel weird asking them. Yes, I absolutely ask my clients. Now, as we move into a lot of digital education, we may not get physical addresses. It depends on the type of product that we are servicing a lot of our clients. And if you feel uncomfortable, I never suggest doing something that makes you wildly uncomfortable. And if people don't want to share their address, they just won't. But if you feel more comfortable sending them a digital Christmas card, you can absolutely do that. Send something that's really thoughtful and sentimental, and that way you get the best of both worlds. Abe Lopez. Abe, how you doing, homie? Good to see you here. You're always so supportive, man. Nothing but love for you. Okay. Jasmine, with the holiday season being busy for everyone, do you utilize Planoly for your December Instagram post, or do you take photos, create content on the day you post? Well, I don't think that there's a clear-cut answer for that. I do use Planoly, Planoly.com occasionally when I want to pre-plan. But when you use a pre-planning device, I don't have it automatically post. I'll get a reminder. It says, hey, you should be posting on Instagram, and here's what the post that you had wanted to post. So I'll use it like on New Year's Day. I'll use it on Christmas when I want to be off the radar. I don't really want to have my phone in my hand, and I'll do that then. But by and large, like just 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago? I was making Christmas cookies, and I was making the cookies and shooting the Instagram stories and posting a picture on Facebook all in one day. So most of the time, like I would say over 90% of the time, I'm posting in real time. So for instance, when we went to Target and bought paper, the next day as I was wrapping gifts, I just took that photo. And I am, for those who are interested, I am taking photos both with my digital DSLR. That was a little repetitive, with my DSLR and with my iPhone. Okay, Carla Michelle Lutz, do you send cards of you and JD, your dog, or something else, or just art? I absolutely, now this is a business decision that I've made because I have understood that I am a personal brand. I am not a division of my business. So as a personal brand, I do feel very comfortable sending sending Christmas cards with photographs of my husband and my dog on them. And once that cards actually get sent, which is gonna be today, right, Jay? Today? We're sending cards today. That's the goal. The goal is we're gonna send our cards today. And once they are sent and the majority of people get them, I'm gonna be showing what the card looks like on Instagram stories. And we got these cute little labels with Polo's picture on them. And so I'll be showing you what that looks like. And I made that decision because I am a personal brand. But again, I don't ever think that anybody should do something that they're not exactly comfortable with. Christina asked, Christina, I would try to pronounce your name, but I'm going to kill it, so forgive me. Christina C. Are those thank you cards personalized, i.e. moments from the couple's wedding, or is it more general moments of your art? Okay, so when I send out, I don't send, as a point of clarification, I don't send thank you cards as a division of my business. I will send a Christmas card, and I will also send a thank you gift. Now, if I'm sending a thank you gift, it is personalized for each client, from each of my photography clients. But a Christmas card, if it's going to a client, if it's going to a friend, or if it's going to family, is going to be one Christmas card. And that is going to be of me, JD, and Polo. Somebody had also asked to repeat tip number three, and that is to promote a holiday reminder. So this is going to be a great opportunity if you have sales, or if you have limited time offers, or if you know of other companies that are offering great things. This is a great way to highlight things that work in conjunction with your business. So for instance, a couple days ago, JD and I were shopping, and what's that shop that you like? The kitchen shop? Okay, so Sur La Table was having this sale, and it was crazy. It was like a 25% off sale if you bought that day. And it wasn't Cyber Monday. It was just this random happenstance. And if I was a baker, so these are the things that I think about. I'm walking through the mall, and I think to myself, oh my gosh, if I was a baker, I would say, hey, to my audience, I would say Sur La Table is having a 25% off sale. This would be a great way for you to make the chocolate chip cookie recipes I posted yesterday. Go in, treat yourself, do something nice so that you can go on and give other treats to your family. To me, that's a win-win. It's highlighting your business as a professional, as you as a baker, and then they go and buy these other products, but it's still a win-win because you're building trust with your audience and you're creating value in sales along the way. They think more fondly of you. And when Christmas gets too busy and they just can't hang, they're going to be calling you so you can make those cookies for them. Okay, so I just want to maybe take one more question, but more than anything, I want to say thank you for those of you guys who are here. So Melina Glover and Daria and Christina and Dottie and the many people that are here, you guys, thank you so much. I totally appreciate it. Sonia, thank you. Thank you for your kind words for Insta 180. That means very much to me, and those kinds of things are like a gift. So thank you. And Mia, let's see. Number 4, thank you guys. So I see Mia connecting with other people in this group and she's like sharing what those points were. Let's see. And Jennifer and Ashley, thank you guys so much. This has been great. I always think these Facebook Lives are so much fun. I just want to say thank you. I hope you employ these 10 tips between now and December 25th. And then I hope to be doing more content building in January. So I'll be posting what I plan to do for the month of January. And then we'll make these Facebook Lives thing. We'll be making these Facebook Lives a lot more consistent so that us together as a community are radically changing our businesses into the new year. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much. Have a good one.